Hello, my name is Christopher Britz. I was born in Benoni. I went to school in Benoni Primary School. I went to Pretoria Boys High School, stayed in the boarding house there. And then I went to study at Potchefstroom. Loved my time in Potch. After I finished my degree, I played for the Northern Cape last season, and now I'm back at Easterns, back home. I can't remember exactly, but I was really young. I had a love for Boeta Dippenaar. I don't know why. I think my dad and mom told me the story that I couldn't say his name properly, Dippenaar. So when he was playing, that's when my love for cricket started. I wouldn't say I can pinpoint I was lucky that I was always talented, and I loved playing cricket, so I trained really hard. That wasn't a schlep for me. I enjoyed practicing and stuff. After school, when I went to varsity, with the university being so closely linked to the Dragons, practicing with the professional players, then I kind of gauged, I actually have a chance here. They are better than me, but with a little bit of hard work, I can play with them. I got my first contract when I was last season, so 24. But I'd played some professional cricket before that, before I got my contract, but I was still studying at that time. I studied BCom accounting, chartered accounting. I haven't done my articles. I've got my degree. I've done my honours as well, and I've written my first board exam. So the next step would be to do my articles and the final board exam, which obviously you can't really do while I'm playing cricket. I'm extremely happy. I love what I do. I was very fortunate that my parents allowed me to, play cricket and study at the same time, and they gave me the freedom to, miss the odd test here, to go on tour, and they understood that I'm doing my best in the classroom, and it is difficult, but I want to be a professional cricket player, and I can only do that for so long, with a limiting factor being age. Give that a real good run while I'm young, and I can always sit in the office behind a desk when I'm a little bit older. Well, yeah, it was extremely difficult. I found it extremely difficult separating the two. Like I said, feeling like I should be in one place, but I'm in another place. That I found difficult, but once I kind of got used to the pressures of traveling and staying in hotels and writing an exam the next morning type of thing, you get a little bit better at separating the two. But it is difficult. How I did it, lots of early mornings, waking up and studying before practice, and late nights after practice and whatnot, which maybe wasn't the best when you're walking onto the field a little bit tired. But at that point, that's what I had to do. I wanted to finish my studies while I was at varsity, and I always had the idea that I'm going to give cricket a good run after I've finished my degree. So the quicker I can finish that, the quicker I can play cricket, and then make a life choice after that. It's a difficult question. I think that the toughest part about cricket is the fear of failure and the fear of making mistakes. And one of my coaches told me when I was younger that if you look at the best players of all time, they only succeed once every 3 or 4 times they walk out to bat. So if I feel I'm going to walk out there and score runs every time I bat, then I'm lying to myself. So that kind of put that pressure off, that I'm going to fail more than I'm going to succeed. Once you accept that, you can actually play with freedom, and that not being scared of making mistakes. Still a work in progress. I do still struggle with that. Rituals, I wouldn't say, cricket players, we're all quite superstitious. So I have my lucky socks and my lucky tights, and before a game I'll do the same routine I'll hit balls with the same coach. We'll do the same drills. I'll put my left pad on my right pad just to make me feel a little bit better. But I wouldn't say I have other rituals. Definitely less pressure. I feel like I'm doing something I love. It's not a job. I don't see it. If cricket doesn't work out, which I hope it does work out for me, but if it doesn't, I have a backup plan, one that I actually do enjoy doing as well. Well, SACA, you always feel like you've got someone fighting for the players and fighting for they always have our best interest at heart. So having a support team, people that are guiding you and giving you advice, can make sure that you have something that to do after cricket. Cricket's only a certain amount of time. After cricket, you've got your whole life. So guiding us and advising us on things to do and how to better us as people and setting up our life outside cricket really takes that pressure off a lot of people so that they can go out and play cricket knowing that there's people that are supporting them and that when cricket ends one day that they will be okay. I'm not a big guy to set numerical goals. I don't say I want to score this many runs or take that many wickets. More about trying to contribute whichever way I can. If that's putting your arm around someone if he's had a tough day and make him smile, then that's what I want to do. Contribute as a team. We'd obviously love to be promoted. We've got off to a good start this season, but we're taking it a game at a time, and it's a long season still ahead. So we're taking it one game at a time. That would be our main goal, is to get promoted. But we are a young team, and if it doesn't happen this year, we build in towards maybe next year or the year after, once the guys get a little bit more experience and gel together a little bit more.